What's up, guys? Welcome back to the IBH Podcast. Today we have a special guest, Christian.
What's
We're
up, guys?
we're filming another podcast. We're trying to go through all the staff right now, um, but we're excited to have Christian on. Christian was one of our staff last year. Helped us a lot with our building. Kind of was another building crew. Also part of our good old scare crew, which we'll get into more of that farther into the podcast. But yeah, so Christian helped us last year with the building, kind of all that fun stuff, and yeah. Christian, you want to introduce yourself?
What's going on, guys? My name is Christian. I'm 24. I was a staff member of the IBH Productions last year. So pretty much, yeah, I I helped out building all last year, um, and pretty much tragic things happened, and maybe take a little bit of time off. And obviously, I missed the scarings. Um, and pretty much, yeah. I know I can go in. We'll go into details later on in the video,
Yeah.
obviously, but yeah,
Yeah. He obviously didn't help us with the scaring, which was unfortunate. He was one of our best scarers. We had a ton of good scarers, but he was one of our best ones. And something happened that he couldn't do it, and that's completely fine. Um, uh, we obviously we were behind his back. You know, were there for him if he needed anything, and that's all. That's what IBH is all about, is being all one and being supportive. But um, how did you get to know us, and how did you learn about us?
so I first met Brady. I started working at Walmart, and he was working there at the time. We he pretty much told me about the haunt, about everything that you guys do, how you guys been doing it for quite a few years now.
Yep.
And I pretty much was like, hey, do you think I could possibly join? I applied, and obviously I met you and
Mm-hmm.
Ethan the first day that I came to help build and all that. And it was actually I I don't know what it was, but I think we all got along pretty good that
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
day, and obviously I was with you guys ever since, and
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. He helped us from not day one of building, but probably midway through
yeah,
building.
yeah,
He helped us. We started in June. Our building started in June, and we kind of took on people a couple months before scaring season. It was one of those things where um, we needed the help for the builds because we just couldn't do it together. We couldn't just do it, the three of us. And when we heard that Christian could come help after work and kind of put a couple hours in and kind of put his support and his info into our builds, it was kind of nice for him to come and join us and uh, get a lot of perspective of what we do as a team. Obviously, Ethan didn't help us for that long, but Ethan saw that last year, or not last year, the year before, with us, me and Brady's brains kind of just interlinking during the season and kind of putting together a pretty good event. Um, so Christian got to see that a little bit with the whole building and seeing our visions and putting something together. Um, but yeah, Christian was a huge help. Like, we were extremely bummed when he couldn't scare.
mm,
We did. Obviously, we didn't. On our TikTok, we have a video of us walking through the haunt, and like just doing a practice. And it was really funny. It was a chaotic video.
It was.
It was a very chaotic video, but we just really just that's what we want to do. We want to put together a lot more stuff for you guys. A lot more TikToks.
Hmm.
Christian's gonna help us this year again,
Yep.
which we're very thankful for. Um, and he's gonna be, he was he was high up there. Um, we kind of he's one of those guys that we trusted at the beginning, and he helped us through, and we trusted him to help us and kind of put in his input and all that stuff. So for him, it was bummer hearing that he couldn't do it,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. But moving on to next season, he's looking forward to it. Um, how do you feel about next season? Like, what are you feeling?
Honestly, I am actually really excited to do next season. Um, for whatever theme it's going to be.
Yeah,
I'm super excited. I'm super excited to pretty much actually get to scare, help out with the building. It's a really fun process. I love doing it. I did it three like 2 or 3 years back when I was in Virginia for 2 months, and yeah, I like scaring people. I like just making the Halloween fun
hmm
and everything. It's a fun experience, and yeah.
yeah. To be part of the other side of it. Um,
Oh yeah.
I mean, haunted houses, you can go through 1,000 of them, and everything's different. Um,
Yeah.
and to be on the other side, scaring people is completely different. Um, that's the biggest thing that we tell people is if you don't know if you want to scare, just give it a shot. Most likely you're gonna like it.
Mm,
It's a lot of fun. It's way different being behind the scenes of it, and that's why, as me and Brady being the owners of it, we want our staff to be fully engaged,
yeah.
no matter what the circumstances are. Again, we don't know this theme yet. We're still waiting. We might push it back a little bit farther. We don't know yet. But really, just if you haven't voted, go vote because whatever you guys vote on, we're putting together. We're putting ideas together, putting scenes together. And his input, my input, Ethan's, Brady's, Charlie's, all our input is even our staff's input is all going into one,
Mm,
and we're all going to put an event together to possibly like put this thing through the roof.
oh yeah.
We were very excited to get the show on the road. We're all kind of on the edge of our seats, like we just want this to start. But it's like middle, like right at the end of winter, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
We're all
We just got a bunch of snow, so
yeah, yeah, we're all just wanting to just get going and get started.
yeah.
Um, I did have a question, but I kind of lost it. It is what it is. It'll come back to me. But yeah. So Christian, that's a little bit about him. He's one of our best actors. He put a lot of input into our haunt, what we need to improve, all that
Mm,
stuff last year. And obviously the pathway got blocked off for him for the scaring, and we're hoping that he will be ready to go for scaring season this year, and we'll put out a good event, hoping to put out a really good event this year.
mm.
And not only that, but get get a get a good crowd out there. But yeah, what's one thing for you that you would tell someone if they wanted to work for IBH Productions? What's one thing you would tell them? Kind of like advice or not advice, kind of, you know what I mean? Like kind of if someone really wanted to do it
Mm-hmm.
or work for a haunted house or whatever, what's the one thing that you tell us about tell them about us?
So the one thing I would definitely say is if somebody were to like help us out and do everything with us, it's like I love the fact that it's not a strict environment. It's it's pretty chill. It's it's definitely one of the most funnest things that you can do.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys understand if you guys have to like take some time off or anything like
Hmm.
that. Like obviously it's just not strict. It's pretty chill, laid back, and it's a fun experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any kind of like hunt event or trail or whatever. It's a fun experience to do, and I think it's definitely. I would just tell them that just be yourself. Just
Yeah.
come and hang out, have fun, be yourself, and pretty much yeah.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing we tell people is we're not here to make it feel like a job. We're not here to make it feel like a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
We want it
exactly.
to feel like you're coming and you're hanging out with friends and you're putting on a show for people.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the biggest thing. Um, Next thing, what's one thing you're looking forward to next year?
Next year, obviously, as I said earlier, I'm definitely looking forward to actually being able to scare this year. Um, I'm also looking forward to being in the process and behind the scenes of like building everything
Yep.
and just being a part of the crew definitely this year and meeting everyone finally. I know I met Charlie. I met I think it was your parents
Yep.
that helped out last year, and I also met a couple other people that were going to be a part of it, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting to know everyone and just you know actually being there and being able to start scaring.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, what are you most excited for, scaring wise? I know it's hard. It's a very broad question, but I know last year you didn't get to, but
Scaring wise, I think I'm looking forward to mostly being able to just scare people.
yeah,
I don't know how to put it, but like
just
I
get back in the
remember
routine of it.
when we were doing that process.
Hmm.
When we were doing that practice, I should say
Yeah.
last year, um, when Jared was there and
Hmm.
everyone, we are just doing like a semi practice and Ethan's mom went through and everything.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in the gauntlet and his mom and one other person, I can't remember her name, but they were walking and I saw them coming and I remember that she actually pissed her pants
Yeah, I think she actually did. I think she actually did.
right before where the lasers were
Yeah.
in that little tent
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to enjoy that experience again. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I mean, we he's he obviously has experience, and that's why we took him on
yeah,
because he has experience from when he did it couple quite a bit of years back in
yeah.
Virginia.
When I was in the Virginia haunt, I was pretty much in a like a junkyard type of thing, and I was pretty much hiding behind a car, like an abandoned car,
Mhm.
and I was pretty much like a mechanic like type of thing, and I
Mhm.
had blood all over my face, and it was pretty cool because when the people were coming around, I just slammed on the car. It
Yeah.
was I love that kind of things,
Yeah.
like scaring people and yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's one thing that got you into uh kind of click that switch of I wanna I wanna do one again. Like for us especially because you did do it in Virginia.
right,
But what made you get into the Virginia one and be like, "All right, I want to do this."
I
And
th-
then what made you when you came back, what made you
right,
be like,
yeah.
"Oh, I want to do this."
Um, I think it's mostly two reasons. So I've obviously been to a couple like here and there. I actually went through the Virginia one before I actually did it,
Mhm.
and then I also I've been to the one in Lebanon,
Mhm.
and then I pretty much I've always wanted to try it out, and it's kind of that feeling where when Brady told me,
Yeah.
it was that fact of, all right, you guys need help.
Yeah.
I Where do I apply?
Yeah.
What do we do and everything? What is my position? And yeah.
Yeah. But it was it just like just you found it fun, like it was entertaining, like,
Oh
or is
yeah.
it? It's just for me, it's a sense of different. It's a different feeling
Yeah.
because
It is.
when you're going through a haunted house, I went through many of them this year. When you go through a haunted house,
Yeah.
it's that factor of when is it coming. But as a scarer
Mhm.
or as an actor,
Mhm.
your feeling is, oh, when do I make it come for them?
Yeah. Exactly.
And
I,
they
I just
they come around the corner, and when do I jump out to make them scared? So it's
it's
so completely different.
it's definitely the experience behind the scenes. I like the fact of looking at it behind the scenes, getting ready for it, and the momentum of just like the adrenaline when it
Mm,
actually comes around the corner, and you're just like, all right, you got to prepare yourself. You got to take care of yourself. Make sure everything's good with you,
yeah,
and it's just like it. It's right around the corner.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's a really cool feeling. For me, it was, I started with Brady about 6 or 7 years ago. We just were on his grandmother's lawn, um, and people saw us, but we still like chased them and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, and then we started building haunts, and obviously, me and Brady will probably talk about this in another podcast, but we just started building haunts, and
Mm.
it's that sense of like they can't see you, but they're coming,
Oh yeah.
and uh, you can absolutely scare someone. Like people are willing to come into your haunt to get scared shitless,
Mhm.
and they don't know where you are in there. That's the cool part about it, and the behind the scenes too. Last year was obviously so fun. It's a bummer you didn't get to be a part of
I
it,
know.
but last year was so fun because we had the whole garage was full. Actors were getting ready,
Mhm.
all that stuff, makeup, all that stuff, and it was such a cool experience to not only did it was a look into my perspective and Brady's perspective, but really put a perspective on our part. Like
Yeah.
we can actually do something here.
Oh
Like
yeah.
we just started off as two kids running around the neighborhood and scaring people in the front lawn of Nana's house, and next
Yeah.
thing you know, we have a full on haunt in Wells, Maine, and we're have a staff of, I think we have 14 right now. You know, so it's just like super cool.
Right.
But it's that feeling of like
Yeah.
you can actually scare someone so hard, so like completely shitless
Mhm.
by just screaming at them
Well,
and jumping out at them. That's literally the coolest feeling ever.
it's also the
I know
fact.
it's probably a fucked up thing to say, but it's very cool. And if you are interested and you want to be part of the haunt and you want to feel that feeling or you want to be part of a team, obviously, my email's down below. Um, Hit us up. You'll see me and Christian there. Brady, Ethan will be there quite often.
I know Charlie will be there as
Charlie
well.
will be there
Yep.
as well. I mean, it's a fun crew. I'm very happy with the crew we have. I wouldn't change anything for this crew.
I
Um,
wouldn't. I wouldn't change anything about the crew either.
yeah, it really as a owner, um, it really has put a perspective like, damn, we have a good squad. It's all friends
Mm.
from school, friends, and my family. and you know, it's a really cool experience. And firsthand, Christian will tell you that it's fun.
Oh yeah.
And we we want it to be fun. We want to be, we want you guys to look forward to it too. But yeah, so we are excited. Um, you know, we're gonna try to get the stuff rolling, get things rolling. I'm gonna start contacting more companies pretty soon. Our ice company that we worked with, the ice company we worked with for pallets, um, all that stuff. Lowe's helped us a lot last year. Lowe's and Glacier Ice helped us with a lot of our material. Um, but yeah, we're excited to work with them, and hopefully they'll let us work with them again. Um, and obviously Christian will help us out with the building, and that's one thing. What I know, you know the themes, right? Or do you want me
To a point, yeah.
to? So we got Ghost Town,
Yep.
Witch's Curse,
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw, or it's a Sawmill Slaughter,
Okay.
Vampire Forest,
Yep.
and Apocalyptic.
Hmm.
So out of those five, which one, which one do you think for our setting? So
Mhm.
like Ethan's house.
Yeah.
For our setting, which one of those five do you think would be cool?
Um, I would say it would be in between the chainsaw, the Saw Massacre,
Mm-hmm.
and then between that and Vampire Forest, I
Yep.
want to say,
Yep.
because obviously we obviously have the woods to deal with,
Yep.
and I feel like both would be the best scenario because obviously it'd be in a perfect setting for that type
Mm-hmm.
of thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we do that extended area,
Yeah.
we'll definitely be able to
Yeah.
have that all set for us and everything. So
Yeah. What is the biggest thing you're looking forward to for the building? Like, it
um
could be like, um, I don't know. It's kind of another bold question on my part. Like, what are you looking forward to? Like, more helping, more helpers, maybe a little bit faster, like, get more done. I don't know. Like, kind of just anything that you say, obviously, we're going to take as
right, yeah.
feedback and stuff. And
Um
this could be, you can also reflect back to last year, too, on the building side.
yeah. So for the building experience, obviously when I obviously joined like later in the when it after the building started and
Yeah.
everything. So
You probably started in, like, what?
I think it was like
August?
yeah, late August.
Late August?
Um, but anyways, yeah. So obviously, I'm gonna be starting right when we start the building process, and I'm hoping. I think what would be the best part is if we definitely have those helpers.
Mm.
Um, we definitely would like to have everyone be there. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're
Just working
obviously,
away.
yeah,
Yeah.
working away and making sure that we have the haunt built before August, before October,
Yeah.
and obviously, just building away, and yeah,
Yeah. We want to. Last year, we were trying to get the haunt done by October.
yeah.
Um, but we ended up not getting the haunt done until I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of October.
I can't remember. I think it was like mid or no, it was like beginning or mid October. Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
because
just
that's
because we then have October to, we can do what we talked about with the multiple days,
yeah,
um,
multiple weeks.
multiple weeks, and put out a show that people can come to.
Mm.
I know that will help out a lot of people who are farther distance. Um, with because I don't think Christian knows this, but our last day, I think it was Sunday, or Monday, we were sitting, we were all packed up, we were all leaving,
Right.
and a minivan pulled up, and it had two people in it,
Mm.
and they were like, "What?" Well, they were not happy.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we didn't have people for like almost 2 hours. Like
Yeah.
it was, it was one of those things where we know we're not a small haunt. We know we're not a pro haunt, but we're in the middle. So like we know that when we don't get anybody for like 2 hours, we're like, that's something we're gonna change.
Yeah.
We're gonna do hours that work, and if you're not there, you're not there.
Mm.
It's just how it is because we all have lives out of that.
Right.
Christian
Yeah.
has the job. I'll have a job. Ethan, Brady, we all have jobs.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if it's a Sunday night and we have a set time and you're not there and we're closed, we're closed. If we're there, we'll we'll do what we did for them. We turned on the haunt back on and we gave them a walkthrough. We'll try to give you the best experience ever. Because they did come from like, I don't know, I think they said like it was pretty far. It was really far. It was like an hour and a half up Maine.
Huh.
So I was like, phew. So we were very apologetic, obviously. But it's one of those situations where we want to do multiple weeks, but we want to also put out a good viewing and a good crowd so we can continue putting out multiple weeks. Because if we do a week and we get 0 people, then we're not going to want to do it.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not a waste of time because we would all love and enjoy it, but it would be boring, and I think it would put a different mindset on us, a negative mindset, and we don't want that.
Right. Yeah.
We want a positive mindset. Like we can put a big crowd together, and like Halloween was insane. Halloween was insane. Family night was really good. We did quite a bit of people for family night. Family night was amazing. I'm so bummed you didn't get to do it. I was really so bummed when you told us that.
Yeah.
It was like, because like it was so fun. It was a lot of fun. And also something I didn't tell you either. 2023 or 22-23 haunt.
Mm-hmm.
The one back in Portland before we moved here. We literally like that haunt was so much fun to do. It was a lot of fun, but I was just beat, dude.
Oh,
I was
bet.
so beat. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I literally looked at Brady and I was like, I don't want to do this haunt stuff anymore. Just because like you put so much time and you put so much effort and like it was just the thought of like you have to take it down.
Yeah.
And that's why we want to put out a show for you guys throughout October, because then we know that we can get out a crowd throughout October, and then we don't need to take it down 2 days after. We build it for months on months on months, and then you have to take it down 2 days after you do it. That's not what we want to do.
I definitely think it would be a lot of fun, and obviously, we would have the week to rest and everything.
Yeah.
But I think it would be definitely really fun to build it and then have it all through October, and I think it would help us a lot, because the more and more that we perform for people and they spread the word and everything, I think that would definitely help us get out like near like closer states and everything, like for people to come and see us. That's like, I know a couple haunts that are like up there, up there. And I know Brady and you went to see a couple of them this year.
Yeah.
Well, last year. And
well, I went to Fright Kingdom in Nashua. That one's not even close to us, by the way. It's in Nashua, New Hampshire,
Oh yeah.
and that's you got small, medium, and pro,
Yeah.
and they're pro. Like
Mhm.
they're probably one of the best ones in New Hampshire.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally the best one in New Hampshire. Or no, because you got Fright Kingdom in Nashua.
Mhm.
You got um and then you got Haunted Overload in Lee. So
Yeah, the one
you
that
got
Brady
two,
the one that was Brady was doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you got two really good ones.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, we went to Fright Kingdom last year. Me and
Mhm.
Brady went to Fright Kingdom with my family. I also went to one in New York. It was the Headless Horseman.
Oh, yep.
That one was amazing. So I went to a couple, and then we went to a couple small ones around, and then we got a couple that are a couple towns over who are in the mediocre range, kind
Yeah.
of where we are. Um, Obviously, like the pro ones, we're taking a lot of information from. I mean, me and Brady sat down for a while after Fright Kingdom and just kind of took what we saw, and we
Just mixed in like a
yeah
bunch of
we want
ideas and
yeah
everything.
yeah
So
exactly. We want to take information from
yeah.
everything and kind of put it together. This year, our biggest goal is to work on the whole hunt and not. I
Mhm.
think last year we kind of had like an unfinished project kind of
Yeah.
feel to it because you did like the whole front
Yeah.
and then the end was rough.
Yeah. I've been watching the other podcasts, and I obviously you guys have said that about the end, how
Yep.
it wasn't unfinished and how we didn't have that many people.
Yep.
That's another thing I would like to see, like us working on the whole thing, and then us preparing like for a certain person to be everywhere
Yeah.
in the haunt. So it's just not like, oh, we got the beginning and then slash middle type
Yep.
of thing, and then it dies off in the at the end.
Yeah.
Um, that's definitely something that I'd be looking forward to as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and it's also good now. We kind of realized that we were not um, all on the same page.
Yeah.
And we're definitely all have our jobs now. Um, you know, Ethan's been grinding away at these videos and editing these videos and putting out content for you guys, and this content is only going to catch a different crew, catch a different group of people,
Right.
because this is catching everyone, and if the video blows up, it's catching everyone. Like, it could literally catch an algorithm or whatever you want to say, and people can be watching it
Right.
All around the world, which we want to catch.
Which
we want to
would be nice.
which would be cool,
Oh
because
yeah.
then if we do weekends or whatever,
If
people
we do like every weekend
if you're
during October.
yeah, if you're near us, you have the chance to come to us and come see what we put on. Come see, Christian, and come see me and all of us that are scaring, and watch what we put together, because really that's the only thing we want.
Right. Yeah.
We want to put on a show. We want it to be, and that's why we're called IBH Productions, because we're a production team. We want to be, put out videos and content, and this is why we do videos every week.
Yeah.
To put out content for you guys.
We're definitely trying to build, and
yeah.
I obviously I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I want to help these guys. Like, ever since me and Brady have met, me and him have made like a really good friendship and everything, and obviously me and you have met.
Yep.
And I made a good friendship with you guys, and I'm happy that I'm a part of this team now, and I'm happy that moving forward, I'm hoping that we actually get out
Yeah.
and we get more views and we
Yeah.
find people, because when I was working in Virginia, they were doing the haunt for years,
Mm.
and I had I had a couple people at the end
Were they
even stay.
were they big?
Oh yeah, they were.
Like big one?
It was
Like would you put it at like a large one where they're like there and they're still pulling in people, or are they like
oh
were they like pro?
we were there almost until like 12 at night.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like 12. Some nights we would be there from
Are they
12.
a known hunt?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it was a popular one, and they were building more and more and more every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And
As
even at the
every
end,
hunt does.
we had a couple people stay at the end and come and ask us questions, come and say hi and everything, and they would ask questions about what our experience is about the thing and everything, and it's just like it's an awesome experience.
Yeah.
And I had a couple people come up to me and they were saying, obviously we're in Virginia, and they came from Florida.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
it's crazy.
that yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
That's what I'm hoping that we can do as one year.
Yeah, work all
And
together and try to
that's
get
what I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping
yeah.
that us working throughout October
Yeah.
is going to make us, you know.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where we're kind of like at this like hump, and every hump
Yeah.
you have to just work harder and harder, and that's what we do every day. Like today I was working on haunt stuff all day.
Mm.
Just trying to get up over that hump to get to the next level.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. He knows the experience. He has the experience of haunted houses, and building haunted houses and knowing what goes behind haunted houses. And he's fortunate that he met us, and that we're passionate about it, and me and Brady want to start something and build something. And we're just at that level where we're good enough, and we know we're good enough, and we put out a product every year, and we know we're good enough, but we just need to get to that next level, which will bring us way more views and people, and a lot more good
Yeah.
to us, because we've already gotten through the level that we're at, like all summer working on the haunt and the brutal heat and all that stuff, and being able to put out something
Yeah.
every year is another level.
Right.
Once you get through that level, starting soon, we're at another level. We're starting again. We're starting at the beginning. And that's the good thing about Christian, is he knows how haunted houses work.
Yep.
And that's why we take a lot from him. As owners, you need to learn not only from yourself and what people tell you, but to take from your own people that you have working for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, our haunt is like completely volunteers. Like, we're mediocre. Like, we want to get to the point where we can get people and get to the point of charging and making money,
Yeah.
and putting out more stuff and putting out more content and getting more land and getting better and bigger and whatever. But it only takes time. And Christian is a great person. And that's the other thing we need to, talk about to our staff, is learning the history behind IBH. Because a lot of you guys don't know how it started. And I didn't think in a million years that we would be this big. We're pretty big. I mean, we put out more people than we did in Portland.
Yeah.
And like, that's huge. Like, I think we did like almost like it's like 700 something, like 780 something, 800 people. Like, that's a lot.
Mm,
That's a lot. I saw a couple people I recognized too that, obviously came to the haunt, um,
yeah.
who are like people who like I worked around all summer. Um, Obviously they didn't know who I was. And also, if we get staff and we get more staff, then it takes away the pressure of me or Brady, or where we can look at, if we have enough staff, we can look at Christian and be like, Christian, hey, take a day off. If you want to come, throw on a black shirt, or wear your staff shirt and take the day off, and you can just walk around
Right.
and
Yeah.
talk to people. We want to get to that point where we can give the employees a day off.
Yeah.
Um, because it is hard work. Like, we did what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Pretty much a whole week.
We
Yeah.
did a whole week of haunt last year,
Yeah.
and by the end of it, we were beat. Christian doesn't know that, but he
I
he
I
knows as a person.
when I was at the end of it, I messaged Brady, and I was like, "Hey, how'd it go? How was every night and everything?" And he even said that he was beat, he was
Yeah.
tired, and he was telling me that family night went very well, and
Yep.
then Friday and Saturday,
Hmm.
I think Halloween landed on a Thursday this last year.
Yeah. Family night was a Wednesday. Halloween was on a
Yes.
Thursday.
Um.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday was iffy,
Yeah. So
but Thursday was really
he
good.
pretty much said Thursday, Friday, and Saturday was all you guys' best days because
Yeah.
obviously everyone was happy. It was Halloween. Everyone was out. Everyone was having fun and everything. Um, but yeah, he told me that you guys had some really good lines those nights, and he just made it. You guys, I guess. I even heard a couple people saying, because I got a couple messages that people that I know
Yeah.
even went, and they were saying that it's probably one of the best haunts that they've been to.
Yeah. Yeah, we
And
heard a lot about that.
and
We're
it's
obviously not going to say names for haunts near us because, we don't want to um we don't want to put a backlash on them.
yeah.
Um but we heard a lot of, wow, you guys are way better than this haunt. Um there's quite a bit around us.
Yeah.
There, I would say a couple of them are like, there's one that one in there's one in Lebanon.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, they've done a lot, but
Oh yeah, they've been doing it for
they've been
years.
doing it
So
for so long, and they started like us. They started like basically exactly like us. They just have
yeah,
a couple more years of above us.
yeah.
Um, but I haven't been to them. I've heard they're really good, and like,
I've been to them a
but
couple times.
a couple times last year, or during our hunt last year, that they were like, yeah, you're way better than them, and it's puts that sense of like, damn, like,
Mm,
they're really good. Like, I'm not gonna, as a owner, I'm not gonna. They're really good. And like, they've been doing it for a while. They put together quite a bit of good events every single year. So I'm not gonna backlash them at all. They're really good. But to hear that, I was like, damn, like,
mm.
that's crazy to hear
I heard
that we
that.
were better than them.
Yeah, you and Ethan were telling me that
Yeah,
in the group chat.
yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things where you just gotta keep going
Mm,
and keep putting your foot down and keep grinding, and one step at a time, and you just keep putting more and more into it.
mm.
And the only way you're gonna grow in life at all is just keep putting your foot forward, step by step. And that's the biggest thing with IBH. We've had a lot of ups and downs, and we've now gone to a point now where we are fortunate enough to have a staff and build, and we have, just didn't think in a million years we would be able to have what we had 7, 8, 9 staff members out in our haunt. Like, it was physically impossible. It was literally impossible for me and Brady to do the scaring just by ourselves.
Right.
You saw how big it was. The people on our YouTube, our walkthrough, you saw how big it was. Like, it was not physically possible to put out a good event with just me and Brady scaring.
Yeah.
Like we have been doing for
it was big.
what we've been doing for 7 years.
Oh yeah.
It just was not possible. And we are so happy and so fortunate and thankful and grateful that we have Christian, who's, has great experience and knows and has seen haunts and kind of put 2 and 2 together, and he can give us feedback. And when haunt season comes around, he's there to kind of help us build and put his perspective and build scenes with us. And like, we're excited, we're pumped,
especially at the beginning this year as well.
Oh yeah.
So that way I don't like what happened last year. I joined in the middle of it, and we're starting to get to crunch time about trying to have it done before October.
Yeah,
I'm definitely obviously I'm excited to obviously wrap our minds around it and try to get ideas out of everyone, and so
get a little more. I know we've used this every freaking week.
Yeah.
A little more organized.
Yeah.
A little more organized. We're gonna be a lot more organized. But yeah. What's one thing? I know you only helped during the build season, but what was your favorite thing, and what's one of your least favorite things? And obviously the least would probably be something that you saw, and then like feedback. It's like kind of like a feedback thing. But what's a favorite thing and least favorite thing?
I want to say my favorite thing is mostly everything. I want to say it's the fact of it's like a chill environment, and we're all friends, we're all working together, we're all trying to make like a better Halloween for everyone. I'm trying to put on a show just to make everyone's day, and pretty much make everyone
enjoy the Halloween season.
Yeah, exactly. And the least favorite, I would say, I want to say, I wasn't in it, but I want to say, as I said before, obviously put more stuff at the end.
Yeah.
But
put an equal amount of things around the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all I had.
Oh, okay.
That I at least liked about it, but other than that, I enjoyed everything about it. Obviously, we had those practices, and I went through it, and
it was
scary. I was petrified of going through it, because obviously we had Brady, we had Jared, we had you.
Yeah. Go check that out, by the way. That was a funny video.
I know TikTok definitely.
I know that was all.
The TikTok video was hilarious. Yeah. I watched it a couple times. I had to watch it a couple times because it was scary.
it was all over the place, but it was fun.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna do a lot more of that too. We're looking forward to doing a lot more TikToks.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
TikTok is one of those things where you catch it and it just you catch one little algorithm and it blows up. I know our Home Depot one. Have you seen that one?
Mm-hmm. Where you guys were building
that cross.
Yeah.
It did 500 views.
What are we doing here at 8:00 at night?
Yeah. But
I was actually checking the TikTok page out the other day, and I watched back on the video of the practicing.
Yeah.
And then the Home Depot video. It was.
Yeah. That one
It
did
was
500 views, which is huge. It's
It's
like
crazy.
most out of all of our TikToks. And then obviously we put it into our YouTube shorts too, and I think it did like 500, 600 views. I
That's
know
crazy.
uh me and Brady's like last podcast, me and Brady,
Yep.
I think we did a 1.1k views.
Hmm.
So it's progress. I mean, we're obviously not looking at that. We're just wanting to put content out
Oh yeah.
and see the raw side of IBH Productions. And again, I'm gonna do a lot of vlogs. We haven't, obviously video taped any of them because we've been super busy with other things. But
Plus, we're right in the middle of the winter, and we're
yeah,
just starting up. So
but I'm gonna try to do a vlog for next week. I think I'm gonna try to do a vlog for next week. Probably just like a normal day routine, kind of run some errands, just something, just get it out.
yeah, pretty much.
Just get something out. But yeah, no, it's fun, and we're looking forward to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I know Christian is doing, the TikToks were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Doing the TikToks were a lot of fun.
Doing the TikToks are a lot of fun, especially when me, you, Brady, and
Yeah,
Ethan. I
bad
still have
bad
video.
combo.
I still have videos. I have that video where um we're fixing that chainsaw last year.
Oh yeah,
So it was me, Brady,
you
and
have that video?
I have a video of it.
Oh dude,
It
how
was
long is it?
it's like 20 to 30 seconds long.
Oh,
It was
so
like
TikTok worthy.
pretty much. It was Brady and Ethan. Brady finally put back together the chainsaw, and he was yelling at Ethan saying, "All right, start it up" or something like that.
That's
And
funny. You're gonna have to send that to me.
I can't remember his name. Charlie's boyfriend,
Jake.
Jake. He was I
Oh
have
my
I have
god.
2 videos of it.
Yeah,
He
Jake was something else.
he was helping putting the chainsaw back together, and
Yeah.
then Brady he I guess he gave him a screwdriver or something, and he he was using one of Ethan's screwdrivers, and he was like, "Why are you using that one when I give you this one?" And then threw
That's
it.
funny.
It's funny videos.
Yeah.
We definitely have a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
a blast. It is a blast.
we 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 don't make it too late, but obviously we stay as late as we can,
Yeah.
and
Especially during the summer when it gets buggy and stuff.
oh yeah, but we
Yeah.
we have a lot of fun. We joke around. We obviously we try to work as much as we can on the trail, and then after that,
Yep.
we kind of just do whatever at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. We try to do it a couple days a week.
Oh yeah,
It's probably gonna be like maybe 2, 3 times a week. This year, but
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that's we're excited. Very excited. That's obviously you heard it here first from him. He's
Yeah.
like that's all our goal, you know. But yeah, so looking forward to it. Obviously looking forward to having Christian come in and helping us. It's been, an honor to have him kind of his mindset. We've said this a couple times, but his mindset and his strive for kind of the haunted house industry. But
Definitely,
yeah, I mean,
definitely feels great to be back
yeah, yeah,
back with IBH Productions,
yeah,
especially after everything. So
yeah. No, how are you doing, by the way?
so obviously a lot of people may not know, but last October it pretty much started with getting my wisdom teeth out, and I had a bunch of it wasn't a bunch of problems, but it was just a major problem what was going on, and I ended up being in the hospital, um, which led to doing a bunch of tests, and found out that I do have a type of cancer which is called CML, which is chronic myeloid leukemia. Um, and it's pretty much where it mainly focuses on the spleen, but um, right now I'm doing a very a little bit a lot better. I'm doing everything that the doctors are telling me to. I went to Boston. I got their overview on it, and they're saying that I'm doing very well. Um, and before anyone asked, yes, it's a curable cancer, so I'm happy about that, and that's why I'm back. And I'm back to work. I'm back to pretty much living my normal life, and I'm pretty much ready to just pretty much antsy to get back into the
Yeah.
haunt season. So
Yeah. No, it's when he told us, I was like, damn. Like, I mean, we did the practice, and I was like, this guy's gonna be good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We were psyched.
But
he texted us, and we were like, damn. But we're gonna give him all the support, and obviously, if he needs something from us, we're gonna give him everything we possibly can to help him, and we're gonna give him the support and all that stuff. And
yeah, I pretty much after I obviously I don't want to make this sad or anything, but
yeah,
obviously I look at life pretty much now as you pretty much I looked at it as God pretty much makes you go through your toughest battles at first,
exactly.
and then now it's like a happy ending after, and I'm pretty much on that route of looking forward, getting better, defeating cancer, obviously being a part of this, and then
we're
obviously
absolutely psyched. You're back and you're doing a lot better. And when you said that, when you kept giving us updates, I mean, the four of us had a group chat together. He obviously texted us and just let us know that he wouldn't be able to help us, and he's going through something, and we obviously we're not gonna be we're not gonna be like dickheads about it and be like, no, you can't do that. We're obviously like, he was going through something, and as friends, you're gonna support him and just pray for him and give him everything that you could possibly do. And you obviously can't do much about it. But all you can do is just pray and give him the best support outside of everything, and just hope for the best. And I'm happy. I'm very psyched when he texted me and he said he wanted to be on the podcast. Because it's one of those things where, he didn't get to do it, and we want him to be part of it, and we want him to be welcomed, and just like everyone, if you want to be part of it, we're going to welcome you in. We're going to open our arms and show you. And even if you don't know much, and if you don't know anything about haunted houses, that's why we're going to help you. We're going to give you everything we possibly can to give you the support. And obviously he came in and he knew that, like, he had experience under it. And like, it's just an unfortunate event.
Even if you guys don't have an experience, like, if you just want to come and hang out, or say that you don't have experience and you want to get a perspective and learn everything, you can ask. And if you guys come and join us, you can ask me, you can ask Ian, Brady, Ethan. We're all here to give our perspective, and obviously for beginners, we're here to help. And that's what that's what I like about the management, about display, about obviously IBH Productions. Like, at that time when I found out I wanted to get a hold of you guys, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it private because I don't want.
Yeah, yeah.
At that time, I didn't want to get blown up about with a bunch of messages. Like
It's
obviously, yeah, I love the support. I have had a lot of support. My work has been great about it. Obviously, you guys have been very supportive about it. I have friends, I have family that's
yeah.
all been through all the whole way, and
But you just didn't want to. It was an overwhelming situation at the time,
at
and
that time,
you didn't
yes.
want it to.
And I just kind of just messaged one of them, and I just made a group chat with them. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
Other than that, I'm fi- I'm looking forward to it,
yeah.
and I'm looking at the future. Obviously,
And
I got
he's
some great ideas for the haunt this
yeah,
year, and especially once we find out
yeah,
what
yeah,
the theme
yeah.
is. So
Well, we're excited. We're very excited. But yeah, Christian has been a very loyal worker for us. Very helpful, very supportive, very good at giving feedback,
yep.
and we're looking, like we said, we're looking forward to him helping out and being that veteran figure
And I don't
in
know if he's
IBH.
gonna see this, but I want to say shout out to Jared. Also,
Oh
he
yeah,
did help us a lot. Um, he used to work with me and Brady as well.
hmm
Um,
yeah, huge help.
he definitely came and helped out a lot.
hmm
Especially working with the tree roots and everything,
Yeah,
cleaning up, pretty much making sure we had a clean, nice trail to so we didn't have any customers tripping or anything.
yeah. Jared was a good one. He didn't want to scare. He didn't really want to be part of the scaring
Yeah.
stuff, which is completely fine. He might change his mind at some point, but if not, that's completely fine.
Yep.
If he wants to help out with the builds like he said he wants to, then we're more than happy to have him. He's been funny. He lightens the mood.
And I do got good news. If you guys come and help us out and join the crew and everything, happy to say that he is going to be back this season.
Yep.
He is going to be helping out, and he did say that he will think about scaring, but at for right now,
Yeah.
yeah, he's we understand.
Yeah.
He he just wants to help out. He loves hanging out with us. He loves
Yeah.
having fun and everything.
Yeah.
So
No, Jared was a very good
yeah,
helper. He did a lot of the dirty work, and
yeah,
we appreciated him. Thanks for reminding me about that because I completely forgot about how we talked about that at the beginning.
yeah.
So, but no, Jared is was a good helper for us.
Oh yeah.
It was Brady, me, Ethan, Christian, and Jared most nights,
Yeah,
just grinding away, trying to make sure that it was a safe and great environment, so we didn't have any problems. Because you guys did do, excuse me, guys did do a lot of the root removal,
mm-hmm.
which was a pain in the butt.
Yep.
It was a pain in the butt.
Sure was.
But but yeah, so we're moving on to another topic. This is a very passionate topic for Christian. Just to end off the podcast a little bit. Um, Christian is an Eagles fan.
Here we go.
He is an Eagles fan, and the Eagles just beat the Chiefs in the
Sure
Super Bowl.
did.
And obviously, all of us, Brady, Ethan's an Eagles fan too. I think. I don't know when he started becoming a fan, but I know Ethan's an Eagles fan. Definitely not a bigger fan than Christian is.
Yep.
But I know Christian was posting like nonstop. You were posting all over the place
Throughout the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah. But no, Christian's a huge Eagles fan. They just won the Super Bowl. I know I was cheering for the Eagles because, like in a couple podcasts ago, we do not like Patty Mahomes.
Nope.
All of us hate Patty Mahomes.
Nope.
just
Oh yeah,
because
I hate him.
everyone thinks that he's the GOAT, and he's not the GOAT, and he will never be the GOAT.
Tom Brady is the GOAT. I
Yep.
don't care what anyone says.
I'm surprised you said that. I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh no, Jalen Hurts is the GOAT."
No. I will say this. From my perspective, Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Yeah, he will never. Patty Mahomes will never.
I
be
don't
the
think
GOAT. He's the new Dave GOAT. I'll put that into words. Or Josh Allen.
I don't think anyone would ever be able to take
No.
that title from him
No.
because the amount of years that he put in and the amount of Super Bowls that he had. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. Tom
Yeah,
Brady,
I don't even know
all the way.
I don't know why they brought that up. To be honest with you, it's just like I think it's trying to get people to.
It's Kansas City Chiefs. Come on, it's Kansas City Chiefs fans. See, yeah, I know. I will probably.
You're probably so psyched when they won.
I was actually
it was probably
really psyched.
Well, I watched it. I did watch it. Me, Brady, and Ethan were together.
From my perspective about it, was at the beginning, it seemed like it was going to be a really good contest. It was going back and forth. And then once we got into like the middle of first quarter and then into the second quarter, I kind of started seeing how our defense was playing and everything.
Yeah, the defense was unbelievable.
And
Holy crap.
And then second half hit and I was just like, "Yep. If they score here, it's done."
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it was kind of one of those games where I don't. I'm trying to think of an example, but it's not gonna come to me. But no, it's like one of those games where it's like you're just non-stop, stop, and it was just like, I mean, Sweat was just unbelievable. He was just like blowing through the line.
Mentioning about him, I honestly, from my perspective, I honestly think that he should have got MVP.
Oh, I agree.
Because
I agree. He was the only. I mean, he was destroying that offensive line.
I understand why Jalen Hurts got it. He's the quarterback. All to him. He's, in my opinion, one of our best quarterbacks that we've had in the franchise.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with Josh Sweat on how he was playing in that last game, he was dominating. He was putting pressure on Patrick Mahomes, and
Patty Mahomes had zero chance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but he had zero chance against that defense.
With Cooper DeJean and with Josh Sweat just going back and forth, and then our offense just unbelievably getting down the field as much as they can, and then
just putting the pressure on them.
Yeah, exactly. Second half, I was just like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah, all of us knew at halftime it was over.
So what I saw on TikTok actually, over the course of weeks before it, I was actually really surprised because a lot of people were putting it as either, it was pretty much almost like the Infinity War and Endgame type of thing.
Yeah.
Where they lost in the beginning,
like
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they won now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Jalen Hurts really came into that game like full blazing. Like he had all the momentum in his hands.
Yeah.
And he had so much, what's the word? So much
I want to say
pride and
momentum. Yeah.
Because not from the season. I'm not going to say from the season, but he knew losing to the Chiefs 2 years ago.
Yes.
2 years ago, he knew that he was going to be back there just because of the team, and he knew that he was not going to go down without a fight. And I knew that he took all the momentum from every single year and just kept putting more and more time and effort into it. The guy, Jalen Hurts, had the same wallpaper since he lost.
That's what I was about to just say. Yeah.
He had the same wallpaper of when he lost against the Kansas City Chiefs 2 years ago. All that just gives you so much anger and built up behind you. And look what he just did. He went out and he played one of the best teams that's been in the league for
probably played one of his best games too.
And he played probably the best game. And when he threw that freaking toss, I don't know who the receiver was. The one,
the 40-yard touchdown
yeah,
pass. That was to Devontae Smith. Yep.
Yeah, like that pass, I didn't expect it. I was
No,
like,
not.
you guys are up. What were they up? Like 14, maybe 3 possessions, 3 scores.
It was 40-14 at that point.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was. They ended the game with 40, didn't they?
Yeah. It was.
It was the last touchdown, I think.
It was 33.
Yeah, 33.
It was
30. I think it was the last
33 to 14, and I actually saw a video about this, and it was pretty much where they were mic'd up and everything, and Nick Sirianni, he pretty much said, call it, just we're in the lead. If we score one more touchdown here, it's over. And pretty much what happened after, Jalen Hurts,
dude, it was a pass.
He knew what he was gonna do.
It was
almost like what Saquon Barkley knew what he was gonna do throughout the year.
Yeah.
He said, "Give me the ball, give me the ball." He ran that for how many yards? 70, sometimes 70 yards, 40 yards.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to know that how that loss 2 years ago
just brought so much.
Obviously, you got a year in between that, and that's that year to build. And then they picked up
Saquon.
Cooper DeJean, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
They picked up so many weapons this year from college. It's just like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I like this team. That's the reason why I like Jalen Hurts. I like Saquon.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley definitely deserved it this year. He put in, obviously he almost broke that record for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Obviously AJ Brown, he deserves it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it was crazy. And I saw him launch that and I was like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. And
even when I was watching it, I was just like, I'm trying to think of the word. Like, I couldn't comprehend it. Like, just the amount of, I did not think that they were going to go into this game and just be like an ongoing beatdown, pretty much. I thought it was going to be a spot on close game.
No.
Everyone did.
Yeah. Patty Mahomes definitely was fighting something.
Now
he was fighting an injury.
Now I got to ask you.
Oh God.
What's your perspective on
I don't know football very well, so I'll try to answer.
I'm talking about the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. What's your perspective on that? I heard that if Travis Kelce and the Chiefs won this year, he was going to retire and he was going to propose to her. What do you think he's going to do next? Do you think he's going to retire?
How many rings does that guy have? He has like 3.
3, yeah. They won it 3 times.
He's on his contract year?
He's pretty much debating if he wants to retire or not.
So he's on his last year.
Pretty much, yeah. From my perspective, I would say one more year.
Yeah. I mean, when they say that, they have to give 1 more year. I'm going to say he's going to do 1 more year. If they lose, he's done. Yeah.
I honestly think it's coming down to the point where...
And we were joking about this during Super Bowl. If they lose, she was going to break up with him. And go.
Did you see the video? Did you see that video where she got booed out of the stadium?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's just like there's rumors saying that she said that she's never going to go into a Philly stadium. She's never going to go to Philly anymore because in all reality, she has been a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Oh, I forgot about that.
She is a Philadelphia Eagles fan,
But now,
but now
that's
since
so
she's
funny.
with Travis,
That's so funny.
it's just an ongoing scenario.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumors out there
I
right
know,
now.
but it's just like, oh, we also made a bet too. I think we said 10.5 over or under on seeing Taylor Swift,
Mm-hmm.
but we knew if the Eagles came out hot, they weren't going to show her. And guess what? They only showed her three times.
3 times, yep.
Yeah, only 3 times. So
It's crazy.
I went over on that, but didn't end up happening. Obviously,
But
the Eagles came out hot.
no, it's definitely. I was definitely happy with the win. I'm happy that the Eagles got their second ring. In all reality, they do have five championship wins. I will say that because of older. If you look back into the history,
Yeah.
but 2 rings, and I'm happy. As I said, I'm happy for all the players. I'm happy that they won, and obviously they're coming back strong this coming year.
Oh shit! I just spilled all over me. It didn't go in the mic. We're good.
They're coming back strong, and they're obviously,
It's how I felt with like the Celtics, because like I'm a all New England team, but it was like the Celtics, like obviously like won the championship the year before, and like they could go again.
Oh yeah,
possibly, but it's just like crazy.
Yeah,
it's just crazy. It's such a cool feeling too to have a team win, and like obviously, we live in New England, so you're an Eagles fan,
and I can officially say that we have officially stopped 2 3-peats.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, and I was gonna be very mad if
I will say this: over the course of that week of Super Bowl week, I had like almost 20 people in not just 1 week say, "This is the only week I'm going to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan."
Yep. No,
20 people.
I think that dude, I was definitely voting for the freaking Eagles. I was not voting for the Chiefs, and I will never vote for the Chiefs because
no offense.
He's my most hated NFL player.
I will say that as well. Like,
And
obviously, I respect of what he's done. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, I will say he's a really good player.
No, if he became a Patriot, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
But no, my least favorite players is Patrick Mahomes and Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
I don't think does Ndamukong Suh even play anymore? Is he?
I think he retired. I think he retired either last year or the year before.
He was
Don't quote me on that though. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, him, and then I don't have anyone else.
I will give it to Patrick Mahomes. He is a really good player. I will admit that.
He probably is one of the best quarterbacks in this generation.
Yes.
He's not ever going to be better than Tom Brady, though.
No.
We should just end the video off like that.
But yeah.
He's never going to be better than Tom Brady, and all the Chiefs fans in the comment.
Tom Brady, and
all the Chiefs fans in the comments, you can't come at us because he'll never be. And you're fighting against two New England.
An Eagles fan and a New England fan.
Yes.
So
I don't want to switch up on my team, even though they suck.
Don't even get me started on those, on that team.
Who do you think they're gonna draft with the 4th pick now because they're idiots and they won the last game? Is it gonna be Travis Hunter?
It might be, honestly.
But Travis Hunter is projected 1 through 3, and we have the 4th pick.
True. Who's projected for 1 through 3 again?
Well, Travis Hunter is projected first.
Okay.
I don't even know the rest. All I know is Travis Hunter. I'm gonna say Patriots get Travis Hunter. My projections that they're gonna go for, they're gonna go for T. Higgins.
Yep.
They're definitely gonna go for T. Higgins.
I heard about that one.
They also talked about Cooper Kupp, which I don't like.
That, or I also heard a really, really, really strong rumor that they also might be going for AJ Brown.
That's true. I did hear that.
But
But it's not
if
going to happen because the
if
Eagles fans will not allow that.
AJ Brown signs with us, obviously, I think
Yeah.
So if AJ Brown gets signs with us, I think it'll definitely be T Higgins.
Yeah.
Higgins.
And they also said Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup.
He's old, and he's injury prone.
He is definitely getting up there in age. I will say that.
I've heard T Higgins.
He was in and out all last year, and he. I don't know. He had one of probably like his. I wouldn't say his worst, but he's definitely had a couple bad years.
But if you get Travis Hunter, if you draft Travis Hunter, then you have Christian Gonzalez, Travis Hunter. They're both corners. You have two of the best corners in the league, probably, if Travis Hunter comes out strong.
Right.
Christian Gonzalez is by far one of the best corners in the league.
Well, I also heard
he also plays on a pretty shitty team.
Yeah.
But also I've heard rumors he's getting traded. Just a couple rumors.
I can't remember if I think it was either the Patriots.
I mean, everybody on the team is projected to get traded. So.
Well, yeah. I'm just trying to think. I can't remember if Josh Sweat. Oh, Josh Sweat's going to the Jaguars. Never mind. I have a feeling. So, but in all reality,
who's the guy that
if we get rid of Josh Sweat, I heard a strong rumor that the Eagles are trying to go for Myles Garrett as well.
Another guy that the Patriots are looking at. Myles Garrett and TJ.
A lot of people are looking at him. A lot of people are looking at Myles Garrett.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to play for the Browns anymore.
No.
Dookie Browns. Who's their quarterback?
Browns? Watson.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard TJ Watt and Myles Garrett for the Patriots.
My perspective on the worst quarterbacks, I'll say, I guess. I want to say top 3 would be Watson.
Mac Jones,
definitely. And then I don't want to put him there because he just started as a Patriots player.
Whoa.
Drake May.
You were going to put Drake May at third?
But at the same time,
you can't put Drake May at third. I completely disagree with that. Drake May is... You cannot put Drake May at third. Drake May is playing for a shitty-ass team,
Will Levis?
And he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Well,
Will
sorry.
Levis?
Huh?
Will Levis?
There you go. I'll agree with that.
Top 3, Watson,
Mac Jones,
and Will Levis. Yep.
You can't put Drake May there. Sorry, but that was a very hot take. Drake May, if he gets receivers who can get open, if he has an O-line that can protect him, he would probably be one of the best quarterbacks in a couple years.
Yep. Yeah.
One of them. I'm never going to say he's going to be top because he has potential, but he will never be better than Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. He'll never be better than them. He'll be close to them, but he will never be past them. But he needs a better team in front of him.
Yeah.
If they can get a better O-line in front of him, which they're projected to get an O-line second round after they get also Travis Hunter is a cornerback wide receiver. So you could get him and put him, but I would put him at cornerback because your defense is bigger.
I don't know if he's projected in the draft this year, but I would like to see Carson Beck get drafted this year. He is a strong quarterback. Obviously, for anyone that doesn't know, I have a favorite NFL, so I gotta pick a college football team. I like the Georgia Bulldogs. I've been following them for a couple of months now. I wanna say Carson Beck and ETN.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think remember.
ETN is in the draft.
I think ETN would be a good fit for. I want to say they might be a good weapon for you guys, actually.
Probably. Probably.
But
We need O lines, dude.
you
We
guys
need O
definitely need O
lines.
lines.
And then
Obviously,
they've talked about getting rid of Joe Milton, which I'm honestly pissed about. Joe Milton probably is one of the best underrated quarterbacks. Like
hmm
he came out that last game of the season
yep.
and he just blast it. Like just blast off.
hmm
And that you just get rid of who was our backup? Oh, Brissett. You just get rid of Brissett
Yep.
and you have Drake May and Milton as the quarterbacks.
Let's
Don't even
just
touch Milton.
let's just say
Milton is going to be the most underrated backup quarterback in the league. Watch.
I will say I'm kind of pissed about how we got rid of our offensive coordinator.
Who's your offense coordinator?
The new I forgot his name, but he's the new head coach of the Saints.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I don't
kind
know
of
his
pissed
name.
about that because he obviously was a really good offensive coordinator. Obviously, as
Yeah.
you guys all knew
Yeah.
and saw this year, I'm kind of pissed about it.
Yeah. What do you think of the Patriots' new coaching staff? You got Mike Vrabel, and you got Josh McDaniels,
Hmm.
and then you got a couple other guys, which I don't know of them. I think there's one that's like a really good defensive coordinator.
Wasn't your quarterback last year Jared Mayo?
Yeah. Our head coach was Jared Mayo, and then it was like some idiots.
The thing about Mike Vrabel, or however you fucking
Yeah,
say
it's
his
Vrabel.
last name, the thing about him, he came from the Titans.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say about him. Obviously, they obviously need to work at the Titans. Obviously,
Yeah.
I know that. We're obviously gonna see how he is, obviously, but
Josh McDaniels is a great offensive coordinator.
I will say that yes,
And he's gonna help Drake May a lot.
yes.
I'm looking forward to that. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
What I would like to honestly see is for you guys to pick up like a good quarterback to give Drake May some
Some
how
competitiveness.
well no just help him
Yeah.
like
Oh, so like a free agency pickup, not like a draft pick.
pretty much yeah.
So
So let's just say
like a.
I'm just using this as an example. Say they sign Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah.
Say they sign Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers gives him pointers on how they move up,
Yeah.
how he moves up, and he, as soon as like Aaron Rodgers leaves, Drake May has that experience now where he can just be like, all right, put your mindset, do what you got to do,
Yeah.
take the pointers from Rodgers, and pretty much But
yeah, I get that. I completely get that.
I think they're
Because he definitely
gonna,
cannot learn anything from Joe Milton because Joe Milton's like the same age as him.
yeah.
But I get, but I was hoping that Brissett would have done that because Brissett was in the league for so long. But he really didn't do much.
Yeah.
I mean, he really didn't do much.
Well, I mean, Drake May got taken out of a game for like what, a couple games, I should say.
Yeah.
And Jacoby Brissett started, and they kind of just couldn't make a decision on back and forth, and then
That's just how
Milton was just like over here, like, all right,
my turn.
When is it my turn?
Yeah.
But
I think honestly the Patriots just need to stick with the decisions that they make and just let it roll because they're too up and down.
I honestly think
they need a GM in there, not Robert Kraft to do all.
I think you guys are definitely trying to build you guys' team still, and you guys are trying to make it to where you guys are going to be able to
compete in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Or even make the playoffs.
Obviously,
if we can even just make the playoffs, that'd be fun.
Obviously, it's different in my part, but
well, yeah. Well, yeah,
but,
duh.
But anyways,
yeah.
I think you guys are coming to
It'll
a
be a
point.
little bit.
It'll definitely be a little bit, but you guys are definitely gonna make a point where you guys are gonna get a lot of weapons. T
Well, yeah, we
Higgins,
did have a lot of defensive weapons, and they got rid of them all.
yeah.
Matthew Judon and Uche.
Didn't you guys have Gardner Johnson as well?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you guys stole Jalen Mills from us.
Yeah, guess what happened? He didn't do shit.
I know.
We had Matthew Judon,
Matthew
and
Judon was
one of the best,
one of the best linemen.
and they traded him for a third round pick. And then they got rid of Uche too. I don't know his first name. Josh Uche.
But yeah.
Josh Uche, who was another unbelievable pass rusher.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? Traded him for, I think it was a third round pick. So, good job, Patriots. But yeah.
Go Eagles.
But yeah, so we appreciate you guys stopping by. This is going to be a longer video.
Sorry for that long ramble.
I mean, that's part of podcast. But
well,
no, we're going to try to push our videos a little bit longer, try to get a lot more video out of it. But no, we obviously thank you, Christian, for stopping by and doing one with us. He's going to be on a couple more in the future. We're going to try to get a couple more out. It's going to be kind of the end of the video where we talk to football, and I mean, we'll probably talk about whatever you guys want us to talk about. We'll come up with stuff, and
I'll definitely be in more content as well.
Yeah,
I'm back for good now.
Yeah, so once season starts, we're gonna do a lot more build videos, vlogs, all that stuff. Maybe day in a life of Ethan, and a day in a life of Brady, and a day in a life of me. Or maybe we'll have a staff member film themselves a day in a life.
Do whatever. So
yeah, so we have a lot more ideas coming. But we're excited to have Christian on the podcast. We're thankful that he's doing a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
And he's ready to go. It's always great to have him ready to go. And we'll see how the year goes, and we're gonna start kind of hit the road running right now. I mean, I worked on a lot of hunt stuff today to get stuff going, and if, like I said, if you want to help out, if you want to volunteer, also biggest thing, if you're a high school student in the area of where we are, just look up where IBH Productions on Google. It will show you our location. If you're in the area and you want to help out, you want to be part of IBH Productions, we also have an amazing staff. Just email me. My email is in the description below. Definitely. Email me. We will sign off on community service hours. Mm-hmm. We'll give you all the hours you need. Helping, building, scaring, all that stuff. We want more people to be more available this year. That's our biggest hope, is people who will be there most of the days. Like I said, if we have a lot of staff, we don't need to. We can have you guys come by and just work the crowd or whatever and kind of just be there. But no, we are very excited for the season to start. I know Christian is. I know all our staff is. We're all antsy to get to that point. But if you want to be part of our IBH production team and be part of the podcast, be part of our content team, be part of anything, just let us know. Comment down below. Email me. Message me. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I'll send you a volunteer thing, and we'll go from there. But again, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Comment down below what you guys want us to talk about. It can be literally anything you want.
Make sure you push that bell too.
Yeah, exactly. But if you guys want anything, it could be literally anything. It doesn't need to be hunt related. It can be about
football. It could anything.
It could be about how grass is green or something. I don't know. If you want something,
talk about the snow.
Yeah. If you guys want anything, comment down below. We're excited to get the show on the road and the hunt season to start. But after that, yeah. So we'll see how this season goes. And like I said, comment, comment, subscribe, like, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. All right. We'll talk to you guys in the next podcast. Thank you. Watch it say, oh, dude.